Hello and welcome to another episode of the Nerdy Brigade, and today on Struggle and Triumph we'll be looking at Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. To be more specifically, we are looking at its hardest difficulty, which is also called Revengeance, to see how it stacks up and, rank it accordingly to our ever-changing ranking system here. Now, if you do not know anything about this game, I suggest you watch the video from the start to finish. But if you have played the game but don't know anything about the highest difficulty, then the first timestamp on the screen, like the most left one, will be for you. I'll go over the difficulty there. And if you just want to see me pull my hair out and scream like a bitch, then click the second one, because there's going to be a lot of that. We're covering an entire game for the most part on today's episode, so there's a lot to talk about. Let's get to it. Metal Gear Rising is a fast-paced 3D hack-and-slash game which you play as Raiden, a cyborg ninja as he slices his way through other cyborgs and a robot. Now, Raiden is quick on his feet, and you are given incredible movement speed and ability to face your foes, which is going to be needed as they're going to be coming at you in big groups for the most part. Now, you can mix together both heavy and light attacks to perform all sorts of damaging combos, but you also have your fair use of sub-weapons, including rocket launchers, grenades, electromagnetic grenades. There's a lot of grenades. The whole shebang, really, to help even out the odds. However, it ain't all about offense. To protect himself from the multiple attacks coming his way, Raiden can parry. By facing the direction of the incoming attack and hitting the light attack button at the same time, or relatively the same time, Raiden will parry. He'll take no damage after doing this successfully. Not all attacks can be parried, but it is helpful to master the parrying system, as the other way to be defensive in this game is using the dodge command called offensive defensive. And it's great, but the game really rewards mastering the parry system. You can also heal yourself with items called nano paste that you get around the area. It's really important to keep these in mind, as they restore your life from full even when you hit 0, and they come in limited supplies around levels and you can't buy them, so you gotta be very careful with their use. Now, Rising's most unique mechanic is Blade Mode. With it, Raiden can enter a slowed down state to make precise slashes. If the enemy is weak or weakened, you will slice right through them, and if you hit a specific highlighted part of the body, you even get your health and fuel back when Raiden, squishes through parts or whatever the fuck. Fuel is what you need to perform Blade Mode. If you don't have any, Raiden can't do it at all, except for when he gets a stealth kill. Now, Rising has many stealth areas that pay homage to the series' roots. And these are actually incredibly important areas to do so, because these areas are packed with powerful foes that you can kill in one easy backstab. Now, enemies don't give a shit about bloodstains or noise, just stay out of their line of sight and you're good. Now, to be honest with you, that's the majority of the basic mechanics, what we're going to be doing for a majority of the game. Now, we can go into much more in-depth stuff, like the parry system and whatnot, once we actually get talking about the challenge itself. And, speaking of that, let's go to it. Since we are covering an entire game for this episode, I'm going to try to make this a little brief. Revengeance mode makes everything one-shot you. Pretty much it. Okay, for real, it's a bit more complicated now. The enemy damage is scaled to all hell, and even when you get later in the game and get health upgrades, the enemies will buff alongside you so that they still one-shot you. There are attacks you can survive at different points in the game, but obviously you need to master the parry system and or the dodge system in order to actually stand a chance at surviving. I talked about the master parrying a lot, but what I mean by that is using something called perfect parry. If you parry just at the right time before an attack will connect you, Raiden will counterattack with a stupid powerful attack that can one-shot a majority of the biggest shit you can fight. And really, it's not that complicated mechanically, but it's more like complicated, dexterously, or just requires very precise pressing, I want to say. It requires such precise pressing that I didn't even realize that perfect parrying was a mechanic until my Revengeance attempt. It's why the first levels took me 4 hours to beat, but the next 5 were fucking incredibly easy. It took way less of time. Now, the beginning part of the game was definitely the biggest learning curve for me, because I had to learn what perfect parrying was. I had to fight the first boss fights without knowing what perfect parrying was, and with them being able to one-shot me at any point. It was a struggle, to say the least. But it's just important to master that system. I mean, look at all these enemies right here that you can just basically one-shot with the perfect parrying. And if you're thinking that the bosses are immune to that, yeah, some of them are. I want to bring up the examples, Sundowner doesn't really give a shit if you perfect parry him. You can't perfect parry Armstrong. Like, there are some bosses that don't care about it, but there are other ones who just fucking crumple to it, like Mistral or Monsoon or Sam, or fucking shit's guaranteed. You need it. You're not getting past Brad if you don't have perfect parrying. Down to a T. But that's just really what this game comes down to. Can you master the perfect parry system? And if you can, you're really going to go far. If you can't, this is going to be an absolute slog. This game absolutely thrives on the fast-paced offensive combat, where either the enemy dies in 5 seconds, or you die in 5 seconds. So when it comes to the bosses themselves, we got quite a few to go over. Rising's got about 10-ish going on. Now, for the most part, I'm not going to talk about the ones that aren't that big of a deal, but there are a few that I have to discuss. Now, I mentioned before that I fought the first few boss fights without knowing what the perfect parry mechanic really did, and that made both the fight against Blade Wolf and Mistral way harder than it needed to be. The fight against Mistral, I broke my fucking C key on my goddamn keyboard. I was so frustrated with the fight against Mistral. See? Oh my god! Okay, so she is nearly impossible to beat without perfect parry. I'm surprised I did it. But the fight that really takes the most out of me is the goddamn fight with Grad. Now, on hard mode, or in very hard mode, when you're fighting against the Grad boss, it's just one of them. But in Revengeance mode, instead of giving them just the damage buff, there are also 2 of them. Now, I should mention, Revengeance mode does this a little bit, where they will increase the enemy density of certain fights. Like, it's more prevalent early on, and as you get later, it becomes less and less noticeable. It's a thing that they do, but it's so, like, not really a big deal, because by the time you master in perfect parry, it doesn't matter if it's a fucking human or if it's a goddamn monkey, you're still going down in one hit. But, whatever. This is easily the most egregious part of that. If you do not know how to perfect parry, this fight is a fucking crapshoot. When you have these 2 tank things shooting at you, going at different, skating all over the place at different angles, hitting you with different cannon shots from different angles, and everything being a one-shot, it is a fucking mess. And you need to, if you perfect parry, the smaller Grad fucking dies in 2 hits if you know how to perfect parry. If you don't, this fight will go on for an eternity. And really, that's just really it. Now, there are other fights afterwards of Grad that can be difficult for different reasons. The fight against Monsoon goes on for a really fucking long time, but he has a mechanic where he'll throw shit at you, and if you cut it up to pieces, you get both nano paste and electromagnetic grenades that you can use to stun him out of his gravity phase. And because of that, the fight might go on for a really long time, but you have a lot of resources to go by. And Monsoon is one of the characters that actually gets the short-handed stick on Revengeance mode, because not every single one of his attacks counts as a full HP bar of damage. So yeah, he's not nearly as bad, but I still did die to him a few times. Sundowner is a fucking joke, because if you break his shield, you get a checkpoint halfway through his fight, and Sundowner already doesn't have a lot of HP. You could just not break his shield and just fuck with him the entire time. Sam just absolutely gets freaking destroyed by, I want to say, parrying as well. He's a little bit more intense, I want to say, than the majority of the fight, since he's so in your face, but he also taunts a lot, so not necessarily that big of a problem either. The big one, however, is Excelsius and Armstrong. Now, Excelsius is not that bad once you figure out that chip damage from parry cannot kill you. Excelsius is one of the only attacks in the entire game that chip you with every single attack that you parry, but you cannot die. Even if it puts you down to 0.01% HP, you will not die. And to be honest with you, since you're on Revengeance mode, everything one-shots you anyways, so it's not like being at 0.01 is worse than being at 190 or 200%. Like, it's almost the same, honestly. But the fight against Armstrong is a fucking... So, I should stress that the fight against Armstrong, despite the fact that he has 200% fucking HP, it's really not that long, because there are a crap ton of cinematic moments that happen throughout the fight that absolutely chug at his HP bar. The problem with the Armstrong fight is making it to him with all your nano paste, because there is a lot that you have to do before you can get to Armstrong with your nano pastes available. You gotta go through Excelsius, you gotta go the first 2 phases of Armstrong, and then you finally get the chance to fight against him for real. If you don't have a nano paste, his first part of his fight in the final phase is fucking insane, because it takes a long ass time for him to throw that goddamn boulder. Once he throws the boulder, if you successfully cut it up into pieces, you get more nano paste, so you can basically be carried for the rest of the fight. But that was like a real hard part, man, is just not being able to get past that first boulder. Now, a few tips. And around the halfway point of the game, you defeat Monsoon and you get access to Jack the Ripper mode. I didn't really use it all that much because I don't fucking know. I guess I'm stupid. But it basically increases your blade mode power and it slows down your fuel gauge. This is really, really helpful when you're trying to slice the rocks that Armstrong throw at you because your blade mode fuel is your timer for how long you have to destroy the rocks. And since the Ripper mode slows it down, it makes it exponentially easier. Once I figured that shit out, the Armstrong fight basically just solved itself. Now, it might seem like I'm skimming over like an entire game, but I cannot overstress how much perfect parrying changes it. Again, it took me 4 hours to beat the first level of the game, and it took me like another 2 to 3 to beat the second level of the game. And like, I'm gonna guarantee you that like 3 of those hours in both those levels was just fighting boss fights. But as soon as I got it, dude, everything just crumpled like nothing afterwards. Now, that might seem just very strange, but it's just how it works, man. I don't really got anything else to say. The grad fight changed me. It changed me as a player. It's interesting stuff. I'm not saying the game isn't challenging. I mean, for fuck's sake, everything is still a goddamn one-shot. And it's not like I'm perfect parrying everything. But that's just really how the game works in general. I really enjoy it, to be honest with you. But we're not talking about enjoyment here. We're talking about difficulty. And speaking of difficulty, the game did make me mad. Next up is going to be the Struggle and Triumph section, where you're going to see just how much this game affected me. Majority of the recordings are going to be before I got my perfect parry, and I was still a baby. But, oh boy, brace yourselves. Fuck! Stop! Stop! Okay. Jesus fuck! Stop! Okay.
You're asking.
What the fuck are you doing, Raiden? Okay. Fuck! Sorry.
God, or...
Oh my god, please stop! You're a bitch! Oh my god.
Oh my god. No, oh my god.
Whoa!
It's like a...
Oh, I'm mashing buttons!
Come on, Galaxy. Mash it like your life depends on it, because it does.
Oh my god, I got a combat rank D. What? I just got clipped in my fucking high heels? By the way, he is wearing high heels. Very stylish.
Metal Gear. No, it just says using hell yeah.
What the fuck were you
Dude,
what were you doing?
Drunk over here. Go off.
I'm going off. And I hate the monkeys. I hate the monkeys the most.
The monkeys.
Yes, I hate the monkeys so much. Ooh, I actually carried that. Woo! I've never seen this before. Oh!
Oh my god.
Oh, I might be dead. No! Parry. Double parry. Triple parry. The platypus. Aha! Parry the cyborg platypus. Fuck me. Fuck me. Fuck me. Oh my god, the fucking explosive barrels! Oh, I'm so fucking done! Fuck off! Why? Why wasn't it parrying?
Oh, so there's a fucking third phase?
Yeah, this is the third phase.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, and you have to fight one of these things?
Yeah.
Bro.
That's it. It's game over. Fuck! No, please don't! Oh! Yes! Oh! Fuck you! Oh!
you see any
Who the
cyborgs
fuck is
around
Kevin?
here, Doc?
It's usually just like a military guy, but it was just fucking
Maybe you
Kevin.
hitch a ride.
It's like, like, dude, this is my work phone.
Use enhanced.
Fuck these fucking scarabs!
It really is quite funny.
Fucking, I am. And then I can just fucking get hit by scarabs when I'm trying to do it, and it just fucking. I hate this fight. So why the fuck did that almost break her guard? I don't get it. I don't fucking understand this fight. Fuck! I hate that move! What is your aim, Raiden? Fuck! Fuck! No! Fuck! Oh my fucking god! Did you see what happened there?
I didn't. I really.
The fucking scarab ate my parry. So the parry I had ready for her, the scarab fucking ate it by running into me. And then
So then.
I got hit by her.
So you parried the scarab inside of the fucker.
Yes. Damn it! Ugh! Fuck! Fuck! Stop! Stop! I'm so done! Sorry, Dom.
What's wrong? Come on, buddy.
God, I couldn't dodge out of there! The fucking scarabs! See? Oh my god! Okay, so she's...
Can't be happening.
Fuck, I'm gonna break my controller at this point. Fucking Christ. Yeah, no, it's fucking broken! Fuck!
What did you do?
He broke his keyboard in a game rage.
You have like 3 keyboards sitting under your desk.
God. I don't fucking know what causes this to fucking happen. I can't figure it out. I've been doing this for 5 fucking hours, and I can't figure out what the fuck causes that to happen. It seems to be just fucking random.
Tyler really likes this game.
Somebody help,
16
please.
3.
No! No! Stop! 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 No, 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 please, I fucking beg you. Oh my god. Yes! I did it! Oh, this is for my fucking CK, you bitch! Ah!
I think she's dead.
Combat rank D, fuck you, game.
For big cock.
Fuck, I hate this a lot. God, I hate this. I hate this so much right now. Ugh!
No. This cannot be. You're supposed to be strong.
Let's go! Fuck this movie. Anakin Skywalker.
Fucking die!
I've only seen the box in Smash.
Oh yeah.
Kevin, you're
Okay.
best girl in this game.
No, yeah, it's boss fight time. Alright, here we go. Wait. Wait. No!
Wait, there's two?
There's 2 on Revengeance.
Oh my god.
Cannot be.
Oh, I forgot to equip my fucking nano paste. Son of a bitch. Oh my fucking god. I don't know what to fucking do. See, look at that. Look at that. If I get hit by the cannon shells at any point, you're just dead. You're just dead. Nothing you can do about it. Fucking the green nano paste. Because I couldn't hold it carry a single fucking gun. Oh my god. Oh. Fuck.
I knew I'd seen that guy before.
I'm fine. Watch this though.
That's funny as shit. What? No fucking way.
I know,
Fucking
right?
way. I'm actually done with you. You actually need to stop. What was that?
Oh, 5! Well, this is gonna be fucking great then. I mean, it's still not gonna be great because we're fighting monsoon, but 5 nano pace. Woo! Good. Cinematic, I ain't dying. Ah! Stop! Sam! Sam, please get me out of this stupid cutscene. Where's Kitty? There's Kitty! The kitty has made the scene. Jeez, man, nice high you. Why would you design your robot with that type of shit, man?
Now there's a pretty meme. Exquisite.
Ah! Don't stab me. Alright. You stabbed me. What? How the fuck do you do that with no legs, dipshit? Fuck! The fucking kick!
Raiden? Raiden!
Why the fuck does it not glow? That's such horse shit. Oh, fuck off, man. I'm seriously getting fucking pissed now. Well, that didn't take that long. Still hate. Sam! Sam!
Samuel. He's got hips, dude.
I know.
God damn. Who fucking annihilated that man? He did not deserve. That was violent. He doesn't see the blood stain.
Don't worry about
just a normal
Don't. I fucking hate your fucking pussy.
He likes it. He thinks it's alright.
No! Why? Okay, why the fuck does perfect parrying not kill big guys? It's like the only fucking enemy that it doesn't affect. I perfect parry them and they parry it back. Like, what the fuck? Why aren't you the protagonist then? You fucking dick.
I know it.
Okay, here comes Excelsior. So Excelsius, as far as I remember it last time, really isn't that bad. Just the big thing is going to be... I'm literally in a blade right now. Guys, I don't think this is going to go too well for me. Guys. I don't think I'm going to avoid this attack.
I just moved to the left.
Fuck, that did a lot of damage. Like
That was fucking...
Like how you can block that 7-ton sword with a fucking katana.
But God forbid I try and block the big hammer dude's thing. You know,
I mean, I use spoon for my cereal, which is like 1/3 of all my meals. So
Impossible.
Oh, I'm doing something! Fear the wrath of the USA. Did he just kill me? No! Fire one more! No! 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 What am I supposed to do?
I mean, if we're gonna try and subjugate the Pakistani people, we really need a giant robot.
You just
Wait, we're lifting the sword?
No, I'm lifting the entire thing.
What? Man's been eating his fucking Wheaties. You fucking Hulk smashing this fucking giant robot?
Is he gonna use the sword against him?
Yes.
Please tell me. The sword. Yes, he does.
I'm about to sword fight with him.
Dude, this is me when I make my Bionicles fight. I have like the giant sword. I'm just.
Alrighty. Listen, if I don't beat Senator Armstrong for Christmas, then what's even the fucking point of celebrating Christmas? Fuck!
Nice.
What time was it?
2 minutes and 20 again.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Another guy on YouTube just dodged forever.
What?
So, is it a time or a damage? Like, what the fuck? There's something we're missing.
Why is the information so bad on this game?
Yeah, because this guy's at 100% when he
Does it?
When he
What
does the cinematic,
fuck?
yeah.
What does he got?
Yeah, just time wasting. I guess it is just.
I went for 3 minutes though one time.
I know, but he also only does the cinematic thing when you're far away from him. I'm thinking, I mean, you definitely did like over 3 minutes, which should be plenty.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking you were probably too close to like, because by then you were in
you're
him
right.
and blocking it.
You're right. I was fucking in his face because I'm like, yeah, that was the issue. You're right, Scott.
There it is.
Yeah, I was doing it. I was in his face. Fuck.
Yeah.
A duel to the death. May the best man win.
Come on. Okay. Let's dance.
Whoa. Okay, you don't. What the fuck? What? That's time, asshat. No, he killed me immediately like he did last time. God fucking damn
Why
it.
did he kill you? What did he do?
I know! What the fuck was that? You fucking air humped me, you asshole! Here we go. Punch me, baby. Fuck!
Turns out Armstrong isn't the biggest fan of charity.
Punch the shit out of him, Jack! Look at all that damage.
Dang.
Oh, what do you mean you didn't get knocked, ass? Okay, last rock, here we go.
Knocked ass?
Oh my god. Oh, no, it's a left stick mash! Ah! Fuck your fucking nipple! Ah!
So did you enjoy my screaming? Cause you better, cause that was a pretty faithful representation of how I was feeling throughout the course of that run. Now, with hindsight, a few things, like, I get it. I could have handled all those bosses way easier than I did. I get it. Like, as soon as I figured out the perfect parry system and I got like a little bit more experience under my belt, I realized just how stupid I was in the earlier levels. But, you know, like, that's all part of the learning experience anyway, so it's not exactly like my fault for doing so, but maybe I should have picked up on perfect parrying a little bit faster than I did. But regardless, this is honestly one of the more fun challenges I've done so far on Struggle and Triumph, and easily the hardest, which is not saying much because I'm only like 2 episodes into the series and like 1 mini episode, but regardless, it's pretty fun. I mean, it requires pretty good awareness of the game mechanics. You need pretty good timing in order to actually perfect parry in the first place, and being able to read those intense boss patterns and hit them in like certain areas with like certain fatal attacks, like like hitting Mistral back with her little baby scarab when she throws it at you, stuff like that. Like, it requires a lot of learning and a lot of information processing, but it also is really rewarding because the enemy can die really quickly too, which makes Metal Gear Rising have a very nice flow even on the hardest difficulty. In fact, I think it even like enhances it, honestly, because like you could fuck up at any point, but you can also kill the enemy at any point too if you are skilled enough. And because of that nice balance, I think this is one of the more rewarding harder difficulties that I have done so far. Now, I'm going to give it, for a ranking, a borderline 3 stars. There's a few things off the top of my head that would make it even more difficult if the game didn't have such a generous checkpoint system, if the game had certain boss fights like Monsoon and Armstrong and not drop nano paste during midway through the fight. And there's like a bunch of other stuff that they could do to like make it easier too. Like, for example, not scaling the enemies. Like, if they didn't scale the enemies, everything would still two-shot you, but like that'd still be challenging pretty much. But it is annoying how even when you get more HP, stuff scales along with you, so you still get one shot. That's not very fun. It makes my rewards feel like worthless. But regardless, it's still a whole lot of fun, honestly. But I will give the game one major knack, which is that perfect parrying is not ever explained as far as I'm aware. You have to figure that out on your own. And I like the idea for that for a regular playthrough, but for a Revengeance playthrough, that is like nearly essential mechanic. And I could have saved myself like 3 hours between just the Blade Wolf and Mistral fight alone if I had known about that going into it. So perhaps that's my fault, perhaps I should have looked it up earlier, but I really didn't think that was a mechanic in the game, especially because Raiden can do the motion for a perfect parry when you parry certain attacks of the game, like Monsoon's like X dive, but it's not actually a perfect parry because Raiden won't actually hit them back. So it's like very confusing information being sent at you, honestly. But regardless, despite that little hiccup right there, very challenging, borderline 3 stars, I think, easily the toughest thing so far I've done on Struggle and Triumph. If I had to say something else, is that we're going to be tackling the DLC for both Blade Wolf and Jetstream Sam in a future mini episode. I don't plan to spend much time on it because I already explained all the mechanics here, but there's unique difficulties in each chapter that I feel like can warrant a bit of an episode. Not even if, I'm gonna do it, honestly. It's not gonna take that long though. I do apologize for this episode taking so long. I know it's really incredibly long, but it didn't. But my video editing software was really glitching out for a while, and I'm just glad to have it out, honestly. But that's enough of me rambling, honestly. I've been talking and screaming for like 40 minutes at this point. So I'm gonna leave it off here. I'm gonna thank you guys so much for watching, honestly, and yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.